Hey everybody, it's Father Casey once again, welcoming you to our YouTube channel, The Fourth Magi. This week we're going to talk about poles. And what better than to talk about polls on the heels of the Harris-Trump debate? Now, I didn't lose a wink of sleep over it. Didn't watch it, not 1 second of it. So if you watch it, good for you. I wasn't going to waste my time anyway. But that being said, I'm sure the presidential candidates are constantly asking their staff, who do people say that I am? What were the results of the debate? What are the poll numbers? And what are the poll numbers after the debate? Who do people say that I am? That was really sad, Harris imitation. I know. But anyway, I'm sure people are saying, well, some people think that you are the greatest gift that God gave to the country. Some people think you're going to lose, think you're going to get slaughtered by Trump. Some people think you're a baby killer. Some people think that you're the worst border czar that ever happened to this country, and that you're half the problem. Some people think this, and some people think that. And that's what happens. They want to know, what are the numbers? What are the numbers? What are the numbers? Well, this week's gospel, Jesus is doing the same thing. He is asking his disciples, as they are in Caesarea Philippi, who do people say that I am? You might be familiar with this, but you may not have thought about it in this way. And what happens? 25% say that you are Elijah. Another 25% say that you are John the Baptist reincarnated. 33% say that you are one of the prophets, but they don't know which one, though, Lord. Some people are saying this, and some people are saying that. I thought like Jesus strokes his beard, and he says, but you, who do you say that I am? And then Peter, like Arnold Horshack from Welcome Back Kotter, goes, oh. I think you're the Son of God. I think you're the Messiah. And Jesus says, ding, 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 Peter, you get the golden ticket, because that's exactly what I am. But I didn't reveal it to you, and no human person, nobody in this group figured it out. You could only have been told that by my Heavenly Father. And Peter's thinking like, yep, I got it. I got the answer. Got the answer. So then Jesus goes on to explain exactly what the Messiah is and what will happen to the Messiah. That he's going to go to Jerusalem, he's going to be tortured, and he's going to be put to death. And then Peter's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're the Messiah, and this is going to happen to you? I don't think so. God forbid, Lord, that this should happen to you. And Jesus says, oh, get behind me, Satan. Can you imagine Peter? Peter's gone from up here, I got the answer, I got the golden ticket, to all the way down here going, get behind me, Satan? What Lord? Get behind you? Satan? Okay, but first you need to understand that the word Satan, or Satan, means adversary. That's what the word means. The great adversary. When the Ayatollah Khomeini calls America the great Satan, he's saying that we are the great adversary. And so Jesus is calling Peter an adversary because he said, and he follows it saying that you think as men do, as human beings do. You're not thinking as God does. Because the concept of Messiah and what should happen to the Messiah, what's going to happen to my teacher, the guy I've been following for 3 years, what's going to happen to him, God has a plan. And that includes suffering. And that includes death. And so Peter might think the Messiah shouldn't have any of those things happen to him, but that's not God's plan, that's Peter's plan. And that's why Jesus says, no. You're not thinking the right way. So get behind me. Why don't you just follow me for a while? Because you ain't doing such a great job leading. All right? So you follow for a little bit. But the question that Jesus posed to the disciples, he poses to you and he poses to me. Who do we say that Jesus is? Because if we say that Jesus is the Messiah, that he is the Son of God, well, then our actions should follow from that statement. If we really say that Jesus was a nice guy, a good teacher, he lived a long time ago, he taught some really beautiful things, he was very brave, and he gave his life because of his teachings, well, then our actions are going to be very different. But if we're like Peter and we say, well, you're the Son of God, well, Jesus says, well, the Son of God, the Messiah, is going to suffer and die. And you know what? He follows up later on in the gospel that if you're going to follow me, well, then you're going to go through the same thing in some way, shape, or form. And if you're going to follow me, you can't expect to not suffer as a result of being a Christian, as a result of being a disciple, as a result of following Jesus. You can't expect a different life than the life that Jesus has. That doesn't make any sense. You cannot be different or greater than the teacher. So if we're going to follow Jesus, we have to expect some suffering or a lot of suffering in our life, depending on where we live in the world. If you're living in Nigeria and you're a Christian, you're going through a lot of suffering. So, who do you say that Jesus is? Do you think he was just a nice guy that lived a long time ago? And if that's the case, then what are you even doing watching his video? It's kind of silly, really. But if you believe he's the Son of God, and you believe he's the Messiah, and you believe that he's the one that you should be following, well, then we have to ask ourselves then, do my actions follow my beliefs? Or is there a conflict? Are they incongruent? Only you can answer that question, and only I can as well. So, good luck. God bless. Have a great week.